Are you done with the hand fidgeting? Welcome back to Whiskey Happens. I'm Garrett, that's Travis, and today we are testing our palates with some budget bourbons just to see which one might fare better for no particular reason other than times are tight, inflation sucks, and there are some bottom shelf bangers. I don't know if that's a phrase that people will coin, but bottom shelf bangers.
on our next shirt on our website, bottom shelf bangers.
Today we will be trying Early Times Bottle and Bond. We all know why that one's on the list. Benchmark Bottle and Bond. A lot of these are Bottle and Bond, right?
Yeah.
Old Tub Bottled and Bond. JTS, I screwed up, got the wrong one. So we're just going with the 80 proof. I don't typically ever drink that.
No.
So I was unaware that there was another one that wasn't 100 proof. Went on the shelf, grabbed it, and was like, oops. And then, of course, Evan Williams, Bottled and Bond, white label, some people call it, the tried and true king for most people. I think we'll see if it holds its weight today.
Yeah.
I'm very curious. We were once, our very first trip to Kentucky, I forget the gentleman's name, but it's Uncle somebody. We were doing a bourbon blind. And like the whole weekend, he was like, I don't know shit about whiskey. I don't know shit about it. And it was fine. Like, it wasn't a thing. But like, when the Evan Williams came up in the blind, Evan Williams, I know what the fuck that is. Just like.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like straight away. I am not, Evan Williams is definitely something I keep around. But I am not well versed enough to be like, I've had it so many times.
First of all, you're going to know which one the Early Times is. We already know this. If he doesn't pick the Early Times out of the group, I'm going to be a little concerned.
I'm going to be a little concerned. I don't think it's about figuring out which one the Early Time is. These are blinded. We've come up with a scoring system, 1 through 100. We'll see how we do this first time we're doing it. But it isn't necessarily to identify which one's which. It's just to see which one we are ranking better. So, like I said, we'll score each 1 through 100, and then the combined score will dictate where these actually rank for us. Let us know in the comments if you disagree or if you think there's other selections we should have made. Let's start with Glass A on the left.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh. It's not the first drink of the day, but definitely the first nose in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And this one is quite a nose.
Yeah, it's funky. This is a funky nose. I don't know if I have any redeeming qualities on this nose.
It's light pear.
Okay, I'll give you pear. I was going to say a little bit of apple. I'm getting a little bit of fruit, but really this is kind of bland. If you were going to nose this, like if you give this to anybody, they're just going to be like.
I think if you gave this to anyone, they would just like, it smells like corn.
Yeah.
I think that would be the blanketed statement.
Yeah.
But let's go in for a taste.
Okay.
Now, I would say this definitely has a more nutty texture for me. Texture, Jesus. More some nutty on the palate.
Oh yeah.
Cinnamon, light bacon spice all around. Actually,
it's actually a little spicy, which I think is kind of interesting because there's nothing in the group over 100 proof, so it's a little spicy for me. So
I would say it has a white pepper finish. Yeah, it's definitely.
I might go back and change my score, but this is going to be. I'm going to make a line, and that's my first score because I might go back.
I'm going to go 60.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
What?
I'm changing my score slightly then because I was going to do 60.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm going to go 61.
The price is right. Jesus.
Gotta win. There's no winners or losers.
This is much more floral.
Yeah, I was going to say a little floral, but I also get orange. Mm-hmm. Like I get a orange zest note, which I really like on this. This is good. Let's get into the taste on this.
Much more berry forward, fruity. We can kick around a little dusty, but not in a bad way. I think anytime I say a note is just so much more of a, I don't want to say oak, right? But it's like, most of these are 4 years and older.
I feel like it's like a fruit when you were little and you went to go pick fruits, or if I don't know if anyone else did that, but if you went to go pick fruits, like off the berry bushes and things like that, and you ate it right then and there. That's what it kind of tastes like to me.
Fresh berries.
Like fresh, but fresh in the sense that you have the little bit of dust and dirt and grime from the, the wind and everything that comes on it. Like it hasn't been processed at all. Like it's got that kind of, when you said that kind of smokiness, or that's what it kind of gives me, is that kind of sensation. I like it though.
I mean, out of the two, this is the most pleasurable.
Oh, yeah.
And it's definitely up there. I'm going to go 72.
Don't you dare. I was going to say, don't you dare say 75. That's my number.
Oh, okay. 75. All right.
I liked it. Huh. Once again, this one's light. There's not a lot to it.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't want to stick my nostrils.
That is what I'm doing. I'm like,
it's a lot like the first one. Like you get the typical bourbon notes to it, but there's nothing that's like an outlier that says, like when you smell something where you get something strong up front, it's kind of just subdued, which I think a lot of people will probably like, because if you're not into drinking high proof bourbon, or if you're not really into bourbon that much, this is an easy one. If someone was to give you this to smell, hopefully the taste is similar. Let's see.
very pleasant, almost bubblegum-esque.
Mm-hmm.
It's
bubblegum. I get kind of like cotton candy. Like it's very, it's actually sweeter than
sugar,
I thought.
Yeah. Very, very good.
Okay. I think that sits somewhere in between these two for me. I think that's more like I'll give that one more like a
67.
Yeah, I was going to say 68, so that's pretty good.
I think number 3 is definitely, whatever this one may be, this is what I would give a guess. If they were unsure about whiskey or things, so far out of 3. It's not bad, but I do like number 2, yes, at 72.
I think 2 is overall the smell, the nose, the taste, and the finish. It all has something. Where the first and the third, you're not getting much on the nose. You get a really good taste when you actually take a sip, and then it doesn't really stay on the palate long. So I'll be interested to see what those two are now that I'm saying that. So
yeah,
we'll see.
That's always the thing. There is when you get to the truth.
Oh, this is bubble gum. Oh yeah.
Okay.
That is.
Well, wait. Yeah, I was like, did I pick up the same glass again?
No, this is bubble gum. This is Bubblicious. Like someone popped a Bubblicious bubble right in your face. Wow.
It doesn't drink like that.
No.
I think I got
really sad. Yes. I was like, damn.
It's more subdued corn.
Yeah.
Like a polenta type situation.
Yeah, I get a little bit of, I still get a little bit of the sweetness coming through, but it's very, very, I'm going to keep on my bubblegum theme. It's like if you've been chewing bubblegum for an hour. That's what you kind of get off this. Still got the little bit of sweetness, and you feel it. You get a little hints here and there. But I will say this, out of all 3, is more mouthfeel. So it's more, viscous. It's definitely kind of
yeah, I mean, I can see
gentler.
that the legs are
it's a little gentler.
Still going on it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh God, I mean.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 48.
I'm with 55.
It's interesting that our scoring is like within the same ballpark.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if we should have done like 1 to 10. And that way it'd been real close. Like, because I'm not gonna go. Oh, this is a 20. Like, I don't think. It's kind of mean. I think at that point.
I mean, if that's the way you feel, that's the way you feel. There's no hard feelings for me.
This one's definitely darker than all the other ones too.
I guess we've done a crap job of. Yeah, I would say these 2 are more so pear.
Yeah.
1 and 4, and then
2 and 5 are definitely more amber, and then you've got kind of in between with that last one. So.
And then number 3.
Yeah. So this one is Definitely a little spicier on the nose. I'm getting that kind of white and black pepper.
Cherry forward. Definitely. I say definitely. Then take another sip.
Yeah.
Not so much like what's that shit called? Marzipan, like a cherry marzipan is what I'm pulling off of this one.
I like that one though a lot though because it finishes well. Like you can it's still lingering right now, and that's to me I love that. I don't like something to dissipate right away. So,
going 88.
All right, so we've scored all of them. I changed one score just slightly because I think they're close, and I wanted to give the one I think on the edge a little bit more. Let's go through and guess which one is each, and just see if we're right.
Let me.
What do you think one is?
Well, I got to go back and taste through. I wasn't trying to guess
are you
who's
gonna?
who.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let me just real quick.
Okay. All right.
Well, we should do. All right. Yeah, we should do combined scores. So I have 60 on number one.
I have 61.
So it's 121.
Mm-hmm.
72.
80.
152.
Mm-hmm.
67.
68.
136.
No, 135.
135. 48.
55.
103.
Mm-hmm.
And then 88.
75.
That sucks. 75 plus 75 is 150 plus 8. No. Plus 13.
Yeah.
It's 163.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think so. Close.
All right. So glass number 5 would be the winner.
Yep. For me.
Or wait.
For me.
Let's start from the bottom.
Okay, yeah. So the lowest one is number 4.
Number 4.
Which I think is the JTS.
Yeah, I do as well. Or I'll let you do it.
And we are. It's
It is?
JTS.
Okay. All right. Then number. Coming at 121, number 1.
I think is Benchmark.
I thought it was Benchmark as well.
It's not. It's
What is it?
It's Old Tub.
Old Tub coming at. Old Tub. Wow.
Yep.
And then coming in number 3 at 135.
I thought it was Old Tub.
I thought it was Old Tub, so it's probably the other way around.
Benchmark.
Yeah.
Yep. God, we were close though.
And then coming in at 152.
I think it's Evan Williams.
I as well.
Oh my God. That's pretty good that we're both guessing the exact same thing.
Yeah, I didn't think we would.
And it is?
Evan Williams.
Yep.
So at a staggering 163 points, that means early times.
Yep.
Staying alive. I had early times. I assume you did as well.
I did. And I actually think that Evan Williams personally was better. But we are doing the combined score. So,
Would you score your early times?
75.
And would you score your Evan Williams?
80.
Really?
Yeah.
So it really did. 88. I went on that in 72.
Yeah. So I mean, it kind of shows you I do like Evan Williams a little bit more. He likes early times a little bit more. So, but it's interesting because, like Garrett said, we don't drink this outside of you drinking early times, we don't drink.
Yeah, I'm fucking drinking it.
We don't drink these on a regular, so I think it's pretty cool that we could spot which one we think was which.
Immediately when I drank this, I was like, this is a good mixer.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Evan Williams. That's how my mind went right then and there on that one. The Benchmark, I am surprised of because I would have never... I've only ever purchased one bottle of Old Tub in my life. But you would think with our Beam background.
Yep. So if we rank them, so JTS was last, then we had the Old Tub, then Benchmark, then Evan Williams, then Early Times. So if you're in the store and you want to grab a bottom shelfer, there you go. We kind of gave you a rundown of what we think and what you could grab, and these are available everywhere. Oh, we didn't really go talk about the price. All these are right around $20 or less.
Yeah, I think maybe the benchmark, depending on where you are, fluctuates above that.
Yeah, the old tub was 23. The early times
is like 25 or below.
25 or below.
Okay.
So
old tub in Virginia is $20. I know that.
You're not going to break the bank, and you're going to really enjoy it. I think, to be honest with you, outside the JTS, I think all the other ones actually have a note that most people would like. It's just they're not as good as the other ones.
Maybe we should redo it with the actual 100 proof JTS to give it a fair shake. It's almost 20 points lower.
Yeah.
Again, I own that. Let us know if there's other bottles we should have tried and or better price points we should try again for the next time.
Yeah.
And don't be scared. This is a Sazerac early times. Don't be scared of it. It's fine. If you can find a black cap, more power to you. I enjoy them. I still have some. I get it. But for the most part, enjoy your
enjoy your bubblegum bourbon however you like it.
Enjoy your budget bourbon.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us tonight. So whether you like a neat on the rocks or in a fucking Coke, whiskey happens.
Cheers.
Cheers.